Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 1st of December. Yay! Last month of the year 2020, right? Okay, so anyway, this year, though, has been filled with blessings along with the challenges, and so we give the Lord praise for the great blessings that we've received. We're reading through 1 Corinthians chapter 12, 13, and 14, and for me, these three chapters are the heart of the church, the absolute center of the church. It explains everything. Our purpose, our pursuit, our existence is right here contained in this. Yeah. Jesus is the head of the body. The Holy Spirit's like the heart and the blood, life in the body. And these three chapters really describe the bones and the muscles, the things that that allow us to move and work and do the things that we do. And it's described here so wonderfully. But it is the love of the Father that makes it all work. The love of the Father connects it all together. The love of the Father is our purpose. It really is. It's our purpose. Paul describes it as, these of of all the things like faith, hope, and love. These are the greatest: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of all is love, because we know that it's from love that everything else comes. It's love that brings life to everything. We can do things, but it has no life to it, no eternal value if the lifeblood is not love. When I was growing up as a kid growing up in the church, I thought that every single sermon was on love. And it was the foundation of everything that was being preached at that time, and everything else was coming from that. And I thought, surely there has to be something else to talk about. But when I see where we are today, I realize that perhaps that is the subject that we've been leaving off the most. We've seen recently some people have written, if you're lacking patience, it's not patience that you need more of, it's love. And we can apply that to anything, whatever we're lacking. The thing that we're really lacking is love, because love is patient and love is kind. If we're lacking kindness, if we're lacking compassion, if we're lacking anything, it's from this lack of love. So Paul has this wonderful description of the church in chapter 12, and it's beautiful. It's the attributes of Christ that have been spread out among the members of the body. We have been enabled by power to carry on his mission. And it sounds like it's crazy. It really does sound like crazy stuff. And you're wondering how this all works together. How is it possible for us who are so different from each other to be able to work together in the way that Paul describes it? And he says, now let me show you the better way. Now let me show you how this is done. Let me show you how this works. And then he gives us this beautiful description of love and how this is the foundation of everything. And without it, our words have no value. We are nothing and we have nothing. This is how Paul describes life without love. There's no value in our words. We have nothing and we are nothing. So if we think we're laying up treasures in heaven, but everything we're doing is coming from a self-preservation and a self-interest, and it's not the motivation. If we're not compelled by love, then it has no value. See, this is the absolutely heart. For me, this is the heart of the church. Why do we do what we do? Because we are compelled by love. And we're only compelled by love because Father first loved us. He first loved us. And because he loved us first, he enabled us. He gave us that capacity to love as he loves. Jesus says to us as brothers and sisters, how is it that we can function and live together and do all that we have to do? Because we've been instructed to love one another as Jesus has loved us. It's sacrificing. It's laying down our lives. It's putting other people first. It's considering their needs to be more important than my needs. It's a life totally unrecognizable in this world. Yeah, and this is the life of the church. This is where we're supposed to be. Yeah, 3 very, very important chapters. The last chapter has to do with really honoring one another in our gatherings together, that everybody has something to contribute. That's so important. It's not just the place of tongues and prophecy, but it's the fact that we recognize in each other. He has spread himself out among all believers, and we all have something to bring to the table. That's just so very important. Anyway, you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. Give this some consideration. Don't sit on the bench, people. Get into the game. You are loved and you are appreciated. You have a great day.